Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we have a little tiny mini Sephora haul. So even though I'm on a low buy for 2022, I did mention that I was able to get the Sephora Rouge reward where you change in a bunch of your points and you get a $100 gift card. The thing is about that $100 gift card is that you have a very limited time to use it, which I didn't realize. You have to use it all at the same time, and you can't use it in conjunction with any other sale. So it's not like I could wait for the VIB sale to use it, which so many people were like, just wait for the sale. You can't use it in conjunction with other sales. So I had to use it before April 11th, and I wanted to pick up a few new things and a few restocks. Before we get into it, I do want to say thank you all for being so patient with me. I know my video schedule has been a little bit wonky, but I was very sick for the last 2 weeks. I thought it was COVID. It wasn't. I've had 3 tests, so we decided it was probably bronchitis mixed with a sinus infection, so I still sound pretty horrible. I'm sorry, but I am starting to finally feel better. So thank you so much again for being so patient. I will warn you that Friday's video, my voice still sounds roughly the same because I did pre-film it, but we're going to get through this together. I have my titty mug. We're going to drink some tea. We're going to use some new makeup, and let's get right into this. Oh, thank you, titty mug. So first, let's go into everything that I got. One other caveat of using that $100 Rouge reward is that you cannot return any of the items that you bought. So most people suggested to me, only use it for like backups. Use it for a backup of skincare, a backup of makeup that you like, maybe a mascara that ran out, things like that. But because I am on a low buy this year, I really haven't gotten too much new makeup. So I literally did 50-50, replacing things that I have run out of and getting new stuff. The first thing I want to talk about is the thing I'm most excited for, and that is the brand new DANESSA MYRICKS Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. Now, if you know me, you know I hate the word yummy and tummy. I hate those words, and I don't know why. Those words are the equivalent of like moist to me, where for some reason when somebody says, yummy, I'm like, oh. But this foundation looked so yummy. Really, in all the reels and all the promos, it just looked so beautiful. So I'm really excited. I haven't even opened this. What I'm really curious about is the fact that, oh, I don't want to rip this box. I ripped the box. So what I'm really curious about is I have a horrible tendency of choosing the wrong foundation color online. I am terrible at it. I will be the first to admit how awful I am with it. So I took the shade that I thought I was and I went 1/2 shade deeper because I always grab too light. So let's see, the shade that I picked was 7N. That looks obscenely light. Crap, and this is a 1/2 shade deeper than I thought I would need. Wow, that's that's gonna be way too light. Crap. Well, we're going to see what we can do with it. Maybe I can use it and just bronze the hell out of my face, but we are going to try this. So it has a refillable cartridge, which is kind of nice. And before I use this, I actually want to go in with a little bit of my Auric Glow Lust because, to be honest, this is what I use before every foundation at this point. I really like it as a primer, but also it just brightens up my skin. It evens things out, and it also kind of gets into the little nooks, especially like on the side of my nose, to smooth them out. See, I just use very little bit. Now let's try this. So it does have a little dropper, which is interesting. I'm going to be using this with a sponge. That's what I usually use it with. But I would have to imagine, let's see if I can drip this right on my face. Oh, maybe the color won't be too bad. I like that it's not too liquidy. Oh, the color looks great. It's like a perfect match. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know if you can tell. My skin is so incredibly luminous, and the coverage, what kind of coverage do they say this is? If it's a serum foundation, this just has to be a very light coverage. This is beautiful. So it definitely evened my skin tone out. There's plenty of natural shine, but not too much. This literally looks like my skin, but better. The coverage is beautiful, and honestly, the color is perfect. I thought it was going to be too light. It is absolutely dead on. Yes. Now again, this is a very light coverage, so if you are somebody who likes a heavier coverage, this might not be for you, but I only put one little squirt on each cheek and it did my whole face. It's not dried down, I will say that, so it probably is going to need a little bit of powdering in certain areas, but I don't like a heavy coverage at all. I don't like a matte coverage. I like a nice light coverage, and the shine coming through is so It's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. Oh my God. I hope that this lasts because it feels so nice. It feels very moisturizing. Oh, it feels so good. I am going to take just a little bit of my Kosas powder, and I'm going to powder just in certain areas. Like, I don't even feel like I need a concealer today. I'm just powdering just under my eyes, right on my smile lines and the side of my nose, and a little bit on my chin, maybe a tiny bit on the jawline, but like, that's really it. I don't use a whole lot of powder though, to be fair. I just love the glow this is giving me. It's making me feel like my skin looks healthy for the first time in quite a while, because when I'm sick, I am just drained of all liquid. My body is craving liquids. God. But I'm really impressed so far, and it feels nice. It is setting down more too as it sits, but it looks like my skin. It looks like my skin, but better. It's not breaking up anywhere. So far, this is getting like 10 out of 10 for me, which is good because this was not too cheap. I want to say it's like 36 bucks for 1 fluid ounce, I'm going to guess this is. This is not even a fluid ounce. This is 0.85 fluid ounces, and it's in a plastic tube. I don't know if you can see that it's like squeezing, so that's interesting, but if it feels this nice and looks this luminous, I'm sold. So the next item I got is a refill. I've talked about this in the past before, but I love, it looks so gross on the top, the Patrick Ta Major Brow Shaping Wax. And you can see I have such little left. I'm scraping the outer edges at this point. So I got a brand new one. That was a backup. So we have one new item and one backup. I'm going to use this one because it's still not completely empty. The way that I like to use this is I have a spoolie that is bent at an angle, and I just spray my setting spray directly in here and go in with the spoolie, and I load it up. Then this is going to seem a little weird, but I will brush kind of against the direction of the hairs. This gets it in for me at the base and really like gets the tint in there and gets just everything in there. So it's going to look a little crazy at first, but it gets better. So I really get it in there, and then I let it sit for probably 30 seconds to a minute. Then I just go back in with the spoolie, and you can see these just stand straight up, and it gives me that good kind of brow lamination look, but at the same time, it's tinted, so I don't have to do a whole lot else. I just really love the definition it gives my brows. I still love the Patrick Ta lamination gel. The only issue I have with that is that it's very easy, for me at least, to go a little overboard with it. And if you go overboard with that, it will turn white. So this just is my natural brow color. Sometimes I will even kind of brush and press my brows into place to get them to be real spiky. I'm feeling my muchness coming back. Before I go into the other thing that I got that was new, I want to talk about the other 2 backup items I got. So one of them is the Dermalogica Daily Micro Foliant. I use this almost every single day. Fantastic exfoliant for your skin. I had just run out of it, and they make much bigger sizes of this, but I found that this little guy lasts me for so long that I don't even want a huge thing of it. And I know it's more price efficient to do it that way, but this is what I got. And also, my favorite texture spray that I've ever used as of right now is this. This is the Verb Volume Dry Texture Spray, and I got myself a backup because this is very close to being empty. And I have not done any texture spray to my hair yet. This is just diffusing it. So this is just, I love the texture that this gives because it's not wet, which tends to weigh down my hair. This is, again, it's a dry texture spray, so it just makes things like real piecey, but it does give a lot of volume. It's so fantastic. If you're looking for a texture spray, I really recommend this. Again, it makes things piecey, but like, look at the volume that I've got today. Oh my God, I love it. I freaking love it. Now, as for the other new thing, so this was sort of a little bit of an impulse buy, but one that I'm pretty damn sure I'm not going to regret. So when I had added up everything, you know, I had the hairspray, I had the foundation, I had the Daily Micro Exfoliant, and then I had the Patrick Ta. It came to $90. And like I said, you need to spend this all at once or you lose the extra money. So I was like, okay, I got to spend $10 more. But instead I spent $25 more, which means that I only had to pay an extra $15. But I got myself, probably should have taken this out of the package before talking about it. I got myself the Natasha Denona Mini Nude Palette. So Natasha Denona shadow formulas are some of my absolute favorites in the entire world. And I don't have any of the mini palettes yet, and I figured this one looked so beautiful, and I figured this would be great to take on vacations, or it's just so compact that this looks like such an all-in-one palette that maybe you wouldn't need anything else. And yeah, I was right. I knew I would love this color story. So this is, in the words of Teresa is Dead, a basic bitch palette to the extreme, because you just have these warm neutrals. You've got 3 shimmers, 2 mattes. You can do a full look with just this palette. So that's what I want to do today. I love this foundation so much. Oh my God, I don't even want to put anything else on top of it. I just love it. So I'm taking a fluffy brush with Coin over here, which is just your average warm-toned medium brown. I'm taking that on a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to put that right in the crease. I'm going super neutral today because I'm still not feeling 100%, so I don't know how long I'm going to have this makeup on, but at the same time, it feels nice to just feel a little bit more normal. You know what I mean? You know when you're just coming out of being sick and you just want to feel normal. Like, that's where I am right now. Natasha Janona does not disappoint. That just went on so easily. This is what I genuinely love about Natasha Denona. I know I talk about it a lot. I know I do. But just makes these looks so incredibly easy where you don't have to put too much thought into them. They just work. So now I want to go in with a shimmer. I think I want to go in with this one right here. This beautiful, it's like gold with silver sparkle almost, and the color is called Sienna. And I'm just going to take that on a flat brush. But, oh, I put a lot. Ooh, that picks up very quickly, so be careful. That's a soft shadow. And I'm going to spray that. That's just such a pretty neutral shimmer. Oh my gosh. You could almost just leave it like this, but I'm going to go in finally with the darkest color, which is called Soil. Why do I love that? Ooh. This is just a beautiful, warm, rich, dark brown. I'm just going to put that on the outer corner and just into the crease just a little bit. I'm putting this on very lightly because I don't want this to be like a smoky look. I just want it to give some definition. I'm blending that out with that first color. Taking that a little under the eyes as well. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's such a simple look, but I just feel more put together. I feel more human. I feel more alive. So I think I'm not even going to do any liner today. I think I'm just going to do mascara. I have been using this Tarte Surfer Curl Mascara. I got this, I think, in an Ipsy, and I really, really like it. It gives my lashes like a lot of volume. And yes, it does give curl as well, but it gives just, I don't know, a lot of volume, but a lot of definition. It's really good. Like, it's almost up there with the Milk Kush mascara, which I still love. But yeah, I think doesn't it make such a difference? Wow. For my contour today, I am going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Mini Film Star Bronze and Glow. Really, really love this. And it's so funny because I've talked about this before, how when I was thinking of getting this during the VIB sale at the end of last year, so many people were like, don't get it. It's so small. Oh my God, it's so small. I don't even care how small it is because, like, that way you're actually maybe going to use up a product. Look at that though. Look at the difference that made there. I love it. I think the color is so good. It is a touch warm, so it is not a cool tone contour, but I just think it makes such a difference. Then for my blush, I want to dip into something that is in my project pan this year. So this is the Lynx Cream Blush by Melt. My goal is to see pan on the end of this before. I don't know why it's a cream blush and I just felt the need to tap it, but I just want to see that pan before the end of the year. Look at that warmth and that glow. Wow. Between this foundation and this blush, I don't even think I need highlighter today. I'm going to put a little on the bridge of my nose, warm things up a little. For the lip, I think I want to keep things neutral, so I'm going in with the Iconic Nude Lip Liner by Charlotte Tilbury. Then I'm going in again with Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Nude Lipstick in Super Cindy. This is definitely like a pinky brown. And this is the final look. So I am super happy with this. Now, let's go over the new stuff. There was only 2 new things to me. I am so impressed with this foundation. So when I look up close, it is not settling into any lines. it just looks absolutely beautiful and glowing and moisturized. Like, my skin is dry. This is, you know what? I haven't been this excited about a foundation in a minute. I really haven't. And I really like this so far. Of course, this is only my first time using it, so stay tuned to other videos. I will give updates, but right now I'm loving it. It has set down, so it does not feel tacky anymore at all. I did put some powder over top, as you saw, but like, can you see just like there's such a beautiful glow coming through, and I am so impressed. Like, this looks so much lighter than my skin, but it's a perfect match. Again, my shade is 7N. If you have skin tone like me, 7N might be a good bet for you. And then there's the Natasha Denona Mini Nude Palette. I knew I would love it. I'm not gonna lie, I knew I would love it. And if you're looking to try Natasha Denona shadows, but you obviously don't want to spend like the $129 for a big palette, definitely try one of these little guys. There's so much in here. And if I'm being honest, like, I love my full-size palettes, but I'm never going to finish every single shade in those. Whereas this, I could see myself using all 5 of these shades equally. It's not like where you see a palette and there's like a random, I don't know, like neon green in there where you're like, I'm never going to use that all the way through. I could see myself using this palette all the way through, and I don't know the last time I've said that about a palette. So I think that's a great deal. I obviously love the Patrick Ta Brow Wax. I love the Verb Hairspray, and I love the Daily Micro Foliant, wherever, oh, this, the Daily Micro Foliant. Love it for my skin. So that's it. I know this was a fairly simple tutorial, but it was fun to get to play with some new makeup. Thank you guys, as always, for being so incredibly supportive. Again, like, I know I took a little bit of time off, and I try not to do that too often, but my health does come first, of course, and I hope you treat yourself the same way. Your health should come first before everything else. So that's it. If you like this video, I would love if you give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about this foundation. If this is something that you've been interested in, I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. You all can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout. And as always and forever, you are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.